folks, it's Mike at the Pen Outpost. Next up in the Colorverse Project Series Volume 2, number 12. This one is called Alpha Ori, or Ori, Alpha Ori, which refers to Orion, the constellation of Orion. That star right there. That star, you probably know the name. It's called Betelgeuse. And I think, but I have to look it up. It might be the brightest star in that constellation. I'm not sure if I remember right, but that is the star Betelgeuse, which is what this particular Alpha Ori is referring to. It is an orange. It's one of those colors that could bounce back and forth. If you look at it just the right way, it could almost be a red, but it is definitely an orange. A little on the wetter side too, compared to some of the other ones. I haven't mentioned that in the other videos, but they didn't feel particularly wet or particularly dry. But this one is definitely, I think it's on the wetter side if I had to quantify it. Yeah, this is definitely a wet ink. Wow, that is a super, super heavy swab. That one's going to take a while. I have a color in mind for this one for a comparison, maybe even two. I don't know. There's, yeah, definitely two. I know the two that I'm going to pull out. And they're both diamine, as a matter of fact. So I might have to look for a third one that's just not a diamine ink. So we'll be back in, I don't know how long that one's going to take. We'll see. I'll be back when it's done. I think that's about done. So we got a little puddling on that one, and kind of shifted the color a little bit, but there is the slightest hint, if you can see it, right up here and here and down here, of sheen in this one, which I did not know or expect. A little bit of gold sheen in there. I'm gonna have to do a heavier, an even heavier swab than that and see if I can pull some of that sheen out. But yeah, didn't expect that. Really, really nice, super dark orange, almost red off the nib. Hard color to match. Hard color to match. So when I think of super dark oranges, the first color that comes to mind, oh look, you can see the sheen in the dots of the eyes. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera or not, but I can see it. Anyway, the first color that comes to mind in super dark oranges is blood orange. That was the first one I thought of. So blood orange, this was a heavy swab also, so you got some of that pooling and that red pigment kind of came out. But if you look towards the bottom here, you can see that deep, deep orange. So close, but not quite. The second color, which has been very popular online lately for this time of year, well, because of this time of year, I'm sure, is pumpkin. Because it had that brightness to it, and pumpkin has that depth that you can pull out. I haven't swabbed this one on video yet, but you can get a good comparison there if you're familiar with that color. So it has that brightness of color, but it's darker than pumpkin. And then just for the sake of argument, I wanted to pull a Noodler's color, and Noodler's just doesn't have an orange that goes that dark, with the possible exception of Isanine, but I'm not a big fan of that ink, so it's just an odd ink, and I just decided against it. So I pulled Summer Tanager. It's a nice dark orange, but it's a color that a lot of people are familiar with, so you can have a comparison for a more traditional orange to what this one is. So very, very saturated. It's an amazing color. I mean, I absolutely love it, and it's going to be in one of my pens tomorrow. So anybody who orders something between now and tomorrow will get their packing slip signed in this color. Colorverse Project number 12, volume 2 of the projects. Alpha Ori, or Orion, or Betelgeuse is the actual name of that star. Alpha Ori. 3 milliliter sample, 65 milliliter bottle, the Pen Outpost on eBay, and the penoutpost.com. Thanks for watching.